give me your basic view, the overview, the 30,000 feet overview of where you think America is. And
I think it's headed for a cliff.
Me too.
I think it's heading for a cliff, and
major reasons being.
Well, it depends on what category you want to talk about. And look, I stay non-political because I think there's idiocy on both sides.
There is.
Yeah, I see people in the State of the Union address on the right side of the aisle yelling liar at our president.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of our president or the last one, but I respect the office of the president. And to see somebody screaming liar, that disrespects the office. I think the rest of the world's got to be looking at it going, God.
But let's also pause a moment to say, you put in the same breath, you don't like this president and you didn't like the last one. They are very different people, and one of them is much more of a threat to the Republic, and that would be the 45th. Would you not agree?
Well,
come on. Threat to the Republic? Joe Biden? No. Joe Biden is a return to normalcy, yet a Democrat who is, yes, too much ensorcelled by his fringe left. He will not ever tell them to sit down and shut up. But I will take that bargain, much as I don't like it and it's bitter. I will take that bargain over Trump. Come on.
Well, I'm concerned about both sides, and I'm particularly concerned about this woke agenda that's being pushed.
Agreed.
Right now. I'm concerned about what's happening in American colleges right now.
Oh.
I totally disagree with Bill when it comes to this. Totally disagree. Because again, man, we understand if we really want to look at things, that the left-hand side of the aisle right now, they are much more dangerous than the right. Much more dangerous. Again, man, they're telling you under the whole idea of love and fairness and doing the right thing and everything else, man, they're kids. Kids, man, under the age of 18 can get things, should be able to get things chopped off and get put on hormones and hormone blockers and whatever because, man, they feel like something else. Because they feel like something else if their doctors agree with them, which they will. They can get put on hormone blockers. It's like, man, are you stupid? Are you stupid? Again, we're talking about mutilating kids' bodies and calling it love. It's not love, man. Mutilating somebody's body is not love. Telling a kid, you think you're a boy, but you're really a girl. Well, you know what? You're right. You're right. You probably were born in the wrong body. Again, man, their whole thing is not looking long term. They're not looking at the problems this is going to cause down the road. They don't care, and that's exactly what is wrong with these people. They don't care about the problems they're causing long term. All they care about is now. And that is what's wrong with this country and the whole world right now. Again, man, people are more concerned about right now than they are, long term, down the road. Again, man, even though they're probably causing more problems for down the road, much more problems than what they're fixing. But again, man, they're not fixing anything. They're again saying, oh yeah, you know what, man, you feel like you're this, man, you probably are. We're going to affirm you. We're going to affirm you, not understanding the real job of a parent to say, you know what, you're a boy, but you think you're a girl? No, you're a boy. You are a boy. You know what? If you want to wear dresses and whatever, man, when you get a little bit older or whatever, fine, go right ahead. But that is, in fact, what you are. That is, in fact, what you are. And again, man, you can, why would anyone listen to their 12 or 13-year-old or 14-year-old, and put them on hormone blockers and that kind of stuff. And, who's being, that kid, number one, first of all, is a kid. Second off, they're being influenced by media and social media and everything else, man. They're being influenced by this stuff. This stuff is being shoved down their throats. And again, I got 3 kids, man. This stuff is being shoved down their throats right and left. But again, we're going to somehow listen to some 13-year-old. And then, of course, they're going to go to their doctor and they're going to say, you know what, doctor, I feel like I'm this. And the doctor's going to be like, okay, yeah, you probably are. And they're going to say, okay, yeah, let's. So again, this woke stuff, this woke left-hand side of the wokeism is dangerous. That and reparations and taking money and giving it to people that were never slaves by people that were never slave owners. Again, man, you're going way too far down this rabbit hole. And again, you're going to end up causing much more problems for the future, the near future, than what you're ever going to solve. And I'm using the word solve very loosely because, again, you're not solving a damn thing.
My God.
Insanity. I don't think people know. I just don't think they know. Because I think, and I don't know, of course, I've not been on campus, but you can read so many first-person reports. And you can read that it's in the literature of what these universities say they're doing or in their curriculum. I mean, there is like hard evidence of, oh yeah, this is going on. And then all the speakers that get chased off of campuses because kids, they're far from defending free speech. They don't even believe in it as a concept. They are so spoiled and entitled that they believe that their feelings far supersede this concept of free speech. That is a complete decoupling of one of the utter basic principles that undergird this country, right?
Well, let me tell you something. There was a time where if I had 2 candidates sitting in front of me and they were exactly the same in every respect except one of them had a college degree and one of them didn't, even if it was a degree in like art history or something and had nothing to do with what they were going to be hired to do, and they were matched in every way, I would hire the one with a college degree because I knew something about them I didn't know about the one that didn't. And what I knew was they could take on a 4-year project and complete it. They could meet deadlines. They could get along with assholes that they didn't like, but it was their job to get along with them, tough professors or whatever. I knew that about them, that they could, write papers, get things in on time, do this, do that they could take it. I don't know that about them anymore.
Correct.
I don't know that they're coddled,
Exactly.
They complain, they whine, and they still get pushed through.
And they're not required to take anything that is useful. Now, some of them do. We still have STEM degrees, and that's going up finally after years of not, I think, which is good. But, I mean, you can graduate with such bullshit degrees of sports marketing and gender studies and advanced racist spotting and just this insane, indoctrinated, I mean, that is not an exaggerated term.
No, it's not. And they're so smart.
In what way?
They're just intellectually. These are smart in terms of just capacity to learn. It is continuing to.
You know what, guys, man? I totally agree with Bill on this, man. This is one area where I do agree. We are losing our rights, man. We are losing our rights as a country to say our First Amendment, to say what it is that we want to say. And again, man, because people are wanting to introduce hate speech and everything else, man. And you can't say something because it might hurt the feelings of someone else. Man, so what? So what? Again, man, that is what's wrong with this new generation, man, because they don't want to have their feelings hurt. They don't want to have their feelings hurt. But again, how can we get to any kind of level of truth if we can't put everything out there, even things that are abhorrent? Again, man, you should be able to say whatever it is you want to say. Whatever it is, man, because again, one thing people don't realize, they don't want to realize, man, they don't want to look at, is that maybe something is hurtful. And to be, if somebody says something to you, maybe it's hurtful in the short run, but in the long run, actually helps them out. They think about it and they're like, you know what, they're right. Now imagine if you don't have the right to say that. You can't say to someone something that actually might save them, might help them. But again, man, that's what they want. That is what they want. They don't care, man. It's more short term. Again, like everything else in this country and everything else in the West, man, it's all about short term satisfaction. It's all about satisfying your needs or your wants in the short term instead of looking at what's going on. Instead of looking at, what actually benefits people and what benefits this country and what benefits civilization in the long run. Again, man, people don't want to look at that. They want their needs, they want their wants satisfied now. Give me money, give me sex, give me video games, give me whatever. Don't tell me that I'm not a girl, even though I'm a boy, even though I'm, 6'2" and 240 and muscles and everything else, man, and a big old wiener or whatever, man. Don't tell me that I'm a boy if I see myself as a girl. And if you tell me that, then I'm going to have you arrested or fined for hate speech. No, we don't need to have that kind of stuff. You are not a girl. You will never be a girl. Sorry. And the thing is, man, if we spoke truth, even though it might be difficult for somebody to hear at the moment, then we could actually solve more problems. But again, they don't want you doing that, man. They want you to, restrict yourself, man. Restrict speech. Because again, they don't want problems actually being solved. And people got to understand that. That is what is at stake here. Again, if you take people's rights away to discuss things, to disagree on things, to debate things, then you're never going to get the truth. You're never going to get things whittled down to where, like, oh, you see something that you did not see before. You see something that you didn't think about before. Because again, man, all ideas are put out there. But again, this current generation, man, they don't care. They want to run people off from campus if they hold views that they disagree with. And again, man, that kind of stuff is dangerous, man. It's totally against everything that this country was built upon. Again, man, I mean, just imagine how things would have been if we didn't have that right. Again, man, imagine that things that we take for granted now would not be here, would not be invented, would not be done. Certain things slavery might not have ended. Again, if people could not state what they need to state. But anyways, guys, if you would, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. Thanks. You son of a